everyone is like asleep, and yeah, I haven't even figured out what I'm gonna draw, but I think I'm going to draw this, which is basically just a self portrait where I seen this yesterday, and I think it might be cute. Okay, so I'm like conflicted. I found this bag. Well, actually, I should start from the beginning. Okay, so right now I am in Japan. Sorry if y'all can't see me like drawing. It kind of is what it is. This is the setup for now because I'm not home. But I'm in Japan, and I don't think I actually anticipated for how much walking I was going to do. It actually made me quite delusional. Okay, so first we landed in Tokyo. And the thing about being in Tokyo, I didn't. Okay, so the group, we're like freeballing it, and we decided that we're just gonna explore as we go. So we didn't really map anything, we just kind of started walking to most places. And I think we're on like day 6 or 7. And I think we overdid it the first couple of days. So now we're like all trying to recover because we were walking so much. Like, as soon we would be out walking around before even the shops opened up. A lot of the shops in our area, they don't start opening up until like 10 or 11, which is kind of late for me. And we would all be up by like 6 and then leave by like 8 and just wander. Hey, Ellen, you want to be in my business?
I need water.
I'm actually live streaming right now.
I need water.
What do you need water for?
Cramps.
Cramps? Yeah, because you were out all day. Is that my water? That is my water. Why are you just taking my water?
Cramp. That's so much better.
Yeah, I'm sure it's much better after you took my water. So,
More.
are you dehydrated or something?
Probably.
Well, that's what happens when you party all night.
Never again.
Really? Was it fun for you?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, just drank all my water. It didn't even matter that I put my name on it. You see my name on it?
I did see it. But I also feel this cramp a bit more, so.
Oh, okay. Where'd you guys end up even going? Okay. You know, I'm debating on buying this $200 bag. Oh, you got a Charlie horse?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. Man, you joke. Stop. You're drinking all of my water.
I'll
You
get
know
some
what?
more.
I guess it's fine. What club did you guys end up even going to anyway?
Don't know.
Oh, you just picked a random one?
Uh-huh.
I'm surprised y'all stayed out that late.
Me too.
I looked. I had set an alarm for 1:30, expecting you guys to be back in like an hour and 30 minutes, and then you guys didn't come back. And I was like, well, I'm going to sleep.
Yep. Thank you for effort.
The effort, I tried. I have to show you this bag that I'm debating on. Okay, wait. I'll also show the chat. Okay, so guys, I'm debating on this bag. Wait, or this bag, but I'm not sure if I think it's like a, what's the word? I don't know if I can validate this purchase because it's kind of expensive. Alan, let me show you. I've never seen a bag like this. Okay, so I'm debating between this one or this one.
First one.
Okay, see, that's what I was thinking. But I was like, okay, the bag is $200 though. But also, I've never seen it. So I'm like, okay, either I buy the bag and don't buy anything else out here. Survive off of water. But we're only out here for like another, technically, tomorrow would be another full day. And then we leave for Thailand. So I'm like conflicted. Because, like, yeah, clothes, but like, that bag is pretty awesome.
But go away.
Oh, but anyway, okay, back to what I was saying. Okay, so we flew into Tokyo and we kind of just freeballed it and we like I said, we like overexerted ourselves in the first like 4 or 5 days. So now that we're in Osaka, everyone's like, we need to rest. Like waking on like on the wake up, we stand up and we're like, my feet hurt. Let me sit back down.
Yes.
Like it's really bad. It was like one day we were out and we were in like different parts of Tokyo and we were out for probably like 12 hours from like 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. and we're just like walking around. I was so delusional. I was about to buy a new pair of shoes. I did buy a new pair of shoes, but not walking shoes like you would think. I bought Doc Martens, but I can't even walk in those. Like my shoes aren't necessarily walking shoes, but I like I feel like I should buy some walking shoes. But I feel like if I do, because I've overexerted myself, it doesn't matter if they're walking shoes or not at this point.
Very true.
Because if I stand up, well, right now my feet are pretty okay, but even after around like the 3 hour mark, my feet start hurting. So I'm like, I need to like chill out, but I still want to see Osaka. So far, this is my hot take. I think so far Osaka shopping has been better than Tokyo.
Really?
I went to this one mall. Me and Arai went to this one mall, and it was a nice mall, and the prices were like not too bad. Like, I think the shopping in Tokyo was also pretty cool, but the problem with that is like, I am not used to paying for things at such a high price because they're like designer, and I'm not really into designer like that. Or some things are just like something that's so cool, but I like the price is like I wanted this skirt, but it was $113, and I couldn't justify the purchase. I was like, should I really spend $113 on a skirt? I think the most I'm willing to spend on a skirt is probably like 60. On a pair of pants, I'll probably be willing to spend like 80. Anything more than that is like, I don't know if it's justifiable.
I'm going back to rotting.
You do that. I'll continue my live stream. You see that? My brother drank all my water. I haven't even started drawing. I haven't figured out what I'm gonna draw yet. But anyway, yeah, literally I never thought walking so much would make a person delusional. I couldn't believe I was like, oh, it was so bad. Like I couldn't even like think straight. And so like out here they have like kind of like walking etiquette in a sense. Basically you kind of like follow like the crowd. Not like the crowd, but like the flow of traffic. I was in the middle of traffic. I was stopping. I was doing the most. Like I just I like I walk, but I don't think I actually prepared to walk as much as we have been walking. Okay. Now let me oh yeah. I had my that's right. I moved away from my wait. I don't remember which photo it is because I took a bunch of them. So we're just gonna do this one. And I know you guys can't really see, but I'll just tell you more about the trip. Okay, so the thing about like Japan is that I should do this sideways, I feel like. No. So the thing about like Japan, I didn't realize I would say the actual malls are more like narrow and they kind of just like go up. I think I was preparing for them to look kind of like how the malls in Thailand look, which they have like 8 floors, but they're really wide, and then they just go up. They're like kind of wide, but not as wide, not nearly as wide as Thailand, and they just like go up. Like the mall that we were at yesterday, it was like 11 floors, but I think we stopped at 7 because the rest of the floors, it was just like, I believe like arcades or something like that. And they had this like JoJo World pop up, but I think we had to buy tickets. We like wandered into like the little thing, but I didn't know what was going on, so I left. And then the thing, so sometimes I don't know if it's just me. I feel like it's hard to see what like the shop entails for unless you had already previously searched it up. So when I went to Osaka, I was like, I'm not making the same mistake. I'm just gonna search up what I want to do because I was so I'm not a huge fan of crowds. I think most people are not a huge fan of crowds. So I was like, I'm not gonna go off of what TikTok says where to go because I feel like there was gonna be a lot of people. There's a lot of people in general. I understand when people say there's too many people in Japan, like traveling here, because there was so many. Oh, and when we landed here, right? Okay, so the airport is about an hour away from the hotel that we were at, and basically we decided to take the bus to like Tokyo Station, and then from Tokyo Station we decided that we were going to learn how to use the train the day of getting here. So we have like our luggage and we're trying to figure out how to use the train. And basically what happened, oh, we were looking crazy. I'm not even gonna lie, we were looking crazy trying to figure out how to use the, it was only crazy for like the ticketing part because we didn't really know how to use the ticket part. I was kind of just people watching because I had already got the, I think it's called the Suka card. I don't know. I'm definitely probably saying it wrong. But if you know, you know. I was using that card, so I had already downloaded it on my phone before we even landed. And then since the card wasn't working on my brother's phone because he has a Samsung, not a Samsung, he has an Android. I just think he didn't know how to set it up. That's what I'm gonna say. But basically, we were like standing there trying to figure out how to use it. And when we asked for help, they were not that helpful. I'm not gonna lie. They're kind of like, yeah, just like go there. Okay. But I think after the first hurdle, like landing with our luggage, getting on the train, it worked out. We didn't get on the wrong train. We got on the right train. Like reading how to get to our hotel was fine. It was pretty like self-explanatory on Google, what's called Google Maps. It's just it was the fact that like getting on the train, like we didn't know how to like purchase things, and there was a lot of people. There's people like coming in and out, like in and out, and it looked like it almost looked like it was like rush hour, but it wasn't rush hour. And I'm like, well, I don't want to get in the way because I don't know what I'm doing. So yeah, I think we wouldn't have just been standing there looking ridiculous if there wasn't as many people there. There were so many people there. Like just like and then like everyone's in a rush. Even if you're not in a rush, everyone's in a rush. So I like yeah, I was like stressed out because everyone's like low key in a rush. I do feel like it's a little bit. Well, I don't know. I've seen TikToks of like how Osaka looks when like it's super packed, and I personally, well, I've only been here for, this would be day 2 now. Wait, day 2? Yeah, this would be day 2 now of Osaka. I thought it was gonna be like Tokyo with like the people. I think it kind of is, but it's definitely, I would say it's less than Tokyo. I don't think it's that significantly less, but it's less enough. Because usually by the time 3 or 4 rolls around, there's just like a ridiculous amount of people. My Hello Kitty is looking crazy. I don't like how this is looking. Maybe we'll just skip the Hello Kitty part and just draw me, because this is not looking the way that I want it to look. Also, since we landed in Osaka, it's been raining. And not like a light rain, like pouring. I think it's still raining right now. Well, it might be sprinkling. But yeah, it's been. In Tokyo, it didn't rain at all. Yeah, it didn't rain at all. But I heard we're like in the rainy season, and I was hoping that there was going to be less people. Absolutely not. There's not less people. But yeah, we're in like I've also decided, guys, I'm changing my picture because I realized that I didn't like the way it was turning out. So I'm gonna do something different. I think I'm gonna do this one instead because I feel like it'll just turn out better. Okay, let's see. Let's see if I still remember how to draw since I haven't been drawing this whole time. And I told myself that I was going to live stream and film art. That didn't happen. I told you because we were doing too much. Wake up, leave, come back, sleep, and do it all over again. But I will say it's been pretty fun out here. I had like, so far the best thing that I've had was yesterday. It was like this waffle. Oh my gosh. Oh, let me pay attention to how I'm drawing my face. It was like this waffle thing that waffle ice cream. It was like frozen blueberries and whipped cream. It was so good. It was like the perfect balance. Oh my gosh, it was so, I like need it right now. I feel like I should also try some of the cafes that are over here around in my area. I think some of them open at like 9 or something, so I'll probably check that out. I've seen some art galleries, but I haven't really like walked into them. I also haven't really been to any like shrines or like temples or anything like that. I think for me, like so far, at least like Japan is pretty much just like shopping, and then I'm gonna have to come back again and go to like the temples, shrines, like rural areas. Cause we could take the train to Kyoto, but I I'm so tired. Like I kind of want to go back to sleep after this, but I don't want to like. I was here to like travel. Like I, it was somebody who like said something. I can't remember what it was, but they're just like, "Oh, like have fun on your vacation." And I was like, "This is not vacation. Like this is like traveling. Like okay, for example, like vacationing and traveling are not the same. Like vacationing is like the people who sit on the beach and like sunbathe, and they're like probably in an all inclusive resort or something like that. That's like more of like vacationing, but like traveling, you're up early, you're walking around, your feet are hurting, you got walking shoes on. That's I don't know. I don't know if y'all get it, but yeah, I do even like I think vacationing is just like way more chill. Like I would say probably in Tokyo, we were like traveling, but in Osaka, we're like low key vacationing because we had to rest for all the stuff that we did in Tokyo. And the thing is that we we did so much walking, but I felt like I saw like very little of Tokyo in my opinion. Like there were some malls that I just couldn't find again. I don't know, like I probably should have pinned it, but I'm like, where am I? Like I came here yesterday and now I don't know where I'm at. And it was just like crazy. Let me make sure my head is tilted right in this photo. But yeah, it's like crazy. Like we were walking in Tokyo. I think we were in like Shibuya. Shibuya. I hope I'm saying that right. We were in there. We were over there, and when we were walking, it like turned into a whole different Tokyo. It was so weird. Like it was like busy to like not busy, and we were around like a bunch of streetwear clothes and like designer, and it was so the like shift. It was so crazy. So I just think it's so interesting, like how different each part of Tokyo is just by like walking. Let's hope let's hope I didn't forget how to draw because I'm looking at this and I feel like I'm ooh yeah, I'm gonna run out of space. Okay, I gotta move the head up. I was like, yeah, I'm looking at it right now. I have a problem with making my figures come off of the page. At first, I was just gonna draw like Hello Kitty, but I was like, okay, let's do something a little bit challenging and not just like. Even though I'm tired, and I definitely said that I was gonna make art, but I haven't made any art while I was out here. Also, I've seen such nice jewelry. Like, I'm kind of regretting it. There was this dragon like piercing earring. It was so pretty, and I need it. I need it so bad right now. I just realized if I get that bag, then I have to choose between if I'm gonna get those pairs of pants or if I'm gonna get jewelry. Oh, now I'm conflicted. I don't feel like I'm gonna be buying that much in Thailand, but I'm not. I'm like not sure. I just feel like the shopping center that we went to in Osaka was just, it was so good that there's so much I want to buy and buy for other people there. So I'm like, and low key, I'm like under budget, but I've kind of like to not, I guess, a vote or like overspend since I'm doing like so well with how I'm spending. Because I was thinking that I would have much more clothes, but I forget that I'm like picky. And then also, like I do, there's definitely parts that are like super cheap, like the food and stuff. I would say the food is pretty cheap. Um, but the clothes is kind of like a hit or miss. Either it's like a reasonable price or it's like really, well, okay, I think it's just really expensive to me because I'm used to Shein prices. I don't really shop there, but I think that's like my problem, especially since I'm trying to invest in better quality clothing. I think my thing is just making sure that like if I'm gonna pay $70 for a pair of jeans, that it's like a good pair of jeans, and not just because like it's out here. I don't know if y'all would want to see a haul. I'm not gonna grab my stuff right now, but I was gonna like film out here. That's not happening. I don't remember why I decided not to do it. Oh yeah, because I decided not to bring my laptop. I wanted to be immersed in the experience. And I feel like if I brought my laptop, that probably wouldn't be the case. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah. I do think I'll probably definitely be live streaming way more in Thailand since like I've already been to Thailand, so there's already like some things that I want to see and some I did like significantly less walking in Thailand just because I would just take like a Grab, like their own version of Uber. And people were not lying when they said Uber is expensive out here. I thought that they were just like exaggerating. I'm not gonna lie. So when I looked up how much, I guess, how much Uber is to like travel 20 minutes, I was like, oh no, I'll just take the train. And a lot of people say like taking the train is stressful. To me, I feel like it was only stressful for the first day, and then after, it was pretty like self-explanatory on what to do. And plus, it's just like significantly cheaper and easier to get around if you just take the train than by like just buying like an Uber or something like that. But there has been times where I was just like, man, I just want to buy an Uber because my feet were hurting so bad. Okay, how am I gonna do this? Here. Let me show you how it's going. It's not going like I haven't gotten that much done, but if you get it, you get it. Um, I'm trying to like make sure I don't commit too much to like the things that are on here. And I took this picture yesterday before going to the mall. I should not be this conflicted about what I'm gonna get. I do have like some ideas. I see like I want to get a pair of jeans. I got this skirt, which was what I'm wearing in the photo. I got it out here. The skirt's really pretty. But I want some like more skirts and jeans and stuff. But my thing is like if I get the bag, that is not happening. Because I have to be mindful of how much. Okay, this is not looking the way that I want it to look. Okay, so my face goes in, out. I don't know if I told y'all about how much I struggle with like making people, or I don't make a lot of self portraits in general, to be fair. Maybe my head is too tilted. It might be slightly. Okay, let's see. The thing is that like my head is like this. So like, but like it's also. No, it definitely is a little tilted. So in my class, before, I don't know, there's some people who make their faces first, but I was taught like not to make your face first. Because then you get too caught up on the details of the face and the structure of the face isn't even right. So I'm trying to make sure that I have like a good face structure. But I feel like I have a strange head structure. To me, I do. Especially when I'm like smiling, because it's like kind of like square and then it goes down super sharp. But I also, my chin is not that chiseled. The way that I'm like making it. Okay, we'll go back to the head. I'm just gonna keep going down with this. I feel like I should also make sure that I'm taking photos of like cool things that I can paint. That would actually be pretty. I I feel like I haven't really been taking as much photos as I should be taking, but I don't know. We'll see. Okay, let me think. So like right now I'm like trying to figure out how I'm gonna like do the head and stuff, but I have to like make the arms. This is such a weird setup. I wish you guys could like see more of what I'm doing. Okay, so like the sleeve is like right here. Wait, hold on. I think that works. I don't know, this is okay. It just looks like my arm is like too high up. Or maybe this is too thick. I think it might be too thick. No, my arm should be wider than that actually. Because it looks like. Here, let me show y'all. Okay, wait. Oh my gosh, it's like super washed. Let me like. I don't know if y'all can see, but basically I'm trying to make like the arm now. And it's looking crazy. I'm not gonna lie, after the stream, I'm definitely gonna go back to sleep. Ooh, no, maybe I'll go to a coffee shop and then I'll go back to sleep. Depending on if it's open. If not, then I'll just wait to. Does anybody have any recommendations on things that I should do in Osaka, like places that I should, not like, ooh, like food places and stuff. I could look on TikTok, but my thing is like I didn't want to stand in like lines, which is why I really didn't search up anything on TikTok. And plus, I would be pretty upset if it's like overpriced for mediocre food. I'm still not exactly sure which area of Tokyo is my favorite, just because I feel like I haven't seen enough of it. Because so far, I like certain areas. Well, I like certain areas for different reasons. So I haven't like decided which one is the best yet, in my opinion. I do get that. Well, see, I can't even compare the thrifting because I didn't really get a chance to check out the thrifting in Tokyo. Like I think if I would have started in the thrift store and then started to go to the malls, I would have gotten a chance. But since my feet were already killing, like they were already dying inside, I was like, I didn't have the patience to actually look and see what the what's it called had the thrift stores. I looked in some of the thrift stores out here, and so far they've been pretty nice. I've only been inside. I've seen two, but I've been inside one of them, and it was like an antique thrift store, and I really liked the jewelry in there. I'm thinking about possibly. Okay, see, my problem is there's too many things that I want, and also they're expensive. It actually, some of the stores remind me of the people who do like, okay guys, a small haul. I spent $15,000 in Japan. This is what I bought, and they show like 10 items. I'm like, oh my gosh, that is crazy. But I could see how someone could spend that much in a few days, because they just have, it's like the stuff. This is how my sister put it. It's like the stuff that you see, like the really cool things that you see on Pinterest, but you see it in like real life. So it's like kind of crazy. It's like, oh my gosh, so someone does actually make this, and it isn't just like AI, I guess, or it's real. So I think that's like one thing. And they have like, and some of the shops, like I can't even show you guys because we're not allowed to take like photos or videos. And I wonder why that is. I think it might just be because like obviously they want people to actually come into the shop. So maybe I actually don't know why you can't take photos in there. Maybe they just don't want people to copy it. I don't know. I'm sure they have a reason why they don't want photos in certain shops. Like some of them that have like the kind of like almost like a cosplay type of look. It's not necessarily cosplay, it's just like those dresses that are super like animated. A lot of those shops you cannot take pictures in them. Ooh, okay, I could try one on and take a photo. I could do that. Although that's not really my style, but I think it would be kind of fun to do that. I feel like I'm gonna run out of room. I'm definitely gonna run out of room. I'm like looking. I don't have enough room for the legs. Dang, that's kind of upsetting. I'm like looking and I see where the arm's at, and I was like, okay, I think the hoodie stops right here, and then like the skirt, but then there's not enough room for the legs. Okay. I don't know if I should restart. Um, I don't know. I do kind of want to restart. I think I'm gonna restart again Because the point was like to get the. Yeah, no. I'm gonna restart. Dang. Okay. Next page. This is why I didn't bring my good sketchbook. I felt like if I brought my good sketchbook, I'm definitely less likely to restart something. And I'm gonna put lines on where everything should be. So hopefully I don't go over that. We'll see though. Okay, the middle is like, yeah, I think that's the middle. Or middle enough. That's kind of upsetting. It was looking pretty good too. This is like the third time restarting. The first time the head was too tilted. Now the body is, well, actually, four times. So I had to move the head up because it was going to fall off the page. And then the head was too tilted, so I had to erase it. And now the body is still too big, and it was about to, what's it called? It was about to fall out. Fall out. It was about to go off of the page. I already knew it. I didn't even put the legs in yet. Okay, so let's see. How am I gonna do this? Head. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work out the way that I wanted it to work out. So anyway, y'all, I'm gonna end this live. I hope you guys leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all later. Peace. I'll probably have a little short of this, but yeah.